Apple's touchscreen device really needs no introduction. It's the new iPhone 3G. Samsung also created a device that boldly claims to be the iPhone killer. In fact, can the Instinct really be the one phone that can challenge the invulnerable iPhone? From a feature standpoint, both phones offer very similar features that are expected in today's competitive landscape, including 3G speeds, GPS functionality, and the usual list of multimedia applications. Which phone is better? To find out, watch our iPhone 3G versus Samsung Instinct face-off. When comparing design, the Instinct is very handsome to look at and hold. It's got a very clean and simple exterior design that is of high quality fit and finish. Its exterior may be inspired by the iPhone, but to us, we actually think it looks much better than Apple's phone. We even find the Instinct's smaller size a more comfortable fit in our hands thanks to it being thinner and narrower. Point for Samsung Instinct. Comparing the speeds of AT&T's 3G versus Sprint EV-DO Rev-A, both phones tested almost just as fast. Loading their respective web browsers, we noticed the iPhone 3G appeared to load quicker thanks to the Safari web browser. The Instinct lagged behind just a bit as if it was struggling to opening up the website, but once it did, it loaded relatively quickly. We believe the culprit is the Instinct's built-in web browser and not the service. Point for iPhone 3G. The touchscreen user interface in the Instinct is very clean, straightforward, and thus far, Samsung's best to date. Unlike their sister phone, the Glide from Verizon, the Instinct fortunately isn't marred by some crappy customized interface the carrier butchered. Instead, the visuals are crisp, large, and easy to read. Nowhere near the level of complexity of Apple's breakthrough multi-touch interface, the Instinct touchscreen proved fairly accurate and capable on its own. Point for iPhone. When it comes to live TV and recording, the Instinct is truly a multimedia phone by incorporating TV capability, which means you can watch your favorite stations like MTV, CBS, NBC, and more from anywhere, anytime. The iPhone does not have any TV capability. Point for Samsung Instinct. In terms of call quality, the Instinct fared very well in this area with good quality voice reception and clarity through Sprint's CDMA network. Calls were crisp and even loud in congested areas. The same can also be said for the iPhone 3G voice quality. An advanced improvement over the original iPhone, the iPhone 3G voice quality and speaker is superb. There were occasions when I was socializing with friends and they had no clue I was speaking to them on a speakerphone. It's a match. Both phones both get a point. The Instinct's excellent built-in GPS system benefits from the included turn-by-turn navigation and voice-cued commands, making this a real pleasure to use. We can comfortably say that it's good enough to be a true GPS device substitute. Visuals are vibrant and you can actually see where you're going. The iPhone 3G utilizes the Google Maps software and has assisted GPS built into the phone. This means you can now navigate to a destination with more precision and GPS-like guidance. This also means that you will be able to see yourself represented as a dot within Google Maps and it will track you as you move. Point for Samsung Instinct. Factoring out speed, Instinct's web experience has proven itself a good web browsing device. Entering text and URLs was hardly an issue. There were some noticeable performance drops when visiting content-heavy websites, but it doesn't detract from the overall experience. On the other hand, iPhone has set the benchmark for how we browse the internet on mobile devices. With a multi-touch interface, web browsing is truly a breeze with zooming and scrolling controlled by the finger. No other phone can offer such a simple yet clever web experience, and I cannot imagine doing web browsing on any other mobile device. Point for iPhone 3G. Many criticized Apple for leaving the iPhone a closed system, but with the 2.0 iPhone, it isn't just a phone, it is now officially a platform for developers to work on. That alone separates the iPhone from every other phone in the market, proving at the end of the day, software rules over hardware. The Instinct manages well with its list of built-in applications, but aside from game purchases, we don't know if Samsung intends to offer future firmware upgrades to support something similar to the App Store. Again, a big point for the Apple iPhone 3G. As you can see from our scoring board, the winner is Apple's iPhone 3G. We hear a lot about iPhone killers, but one thing that needs to be made clear is that just because a phone has touchscreen does not mean it automatically is an iPhone challenger. Apple has proven that while features matter, ultimately it's the benefit of an operating system that continuously updates and improves becomes the key to winning the consumer over. I'm David Bethune, and thanks for watching Logic TV.